What's up, YouTube? Pen here, just checking back in with y'all. Hey, I know that the uploads haven't been consistent as of late. It's just that, man, after work, man, doing my business in the background, stuff outside of YouTube, I really did not want to do the continuation of the product review videos, and really until I got the LG C2. If you've been paying attention to my community tab, I suggest that you do. Also follow me on Twitter as well, because I don't post the same things on both, but I give some general updates. But in case you didn't know, that LG 65-inch C2, had to order it, be here Monday, and definitely going to be having this be content on the channel. Now, I didn't get it for content for the channel. It was a television that I was looking for with specific features that I felt I should have had. And definitely this is the right route for me to go. Now, with that being said, this going to be content with, settings that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be doing some demos, checking out some stuff on YouTube, HDR, of course, the home theater stuff, HDR, Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, all that jazz. With this purchase, I already had the equipment that was necessary to get the best out of this panel with what I have already. And what I mean by that is have a NVIDIA Shield Pro 2019. Hooked that up to my TV. I got the Rui Pro cable. Shout out to Rui Pro. It's one of my sponsors. They hooked me up with some very fabulous HDMI cables. When it comes to picture quality, I'm going to have the Oled display combined with the NVIDIA Shield. I mean, that's a beast of a combo. And then you combine that with my PlayStation 5 and my PC gaming workflow. I mean, we're talking about a beast of a setup. It's just going to be in the upper echelon category in terms of visual display, presentation, and all that. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Pulled up Artines again. I like looking at this site because they do updates. They do updates on their reviews, and they're very specific. They're using, real world benchmarks, equipment that's giving you these actual numeric values and scores based on their readings and their testings. And it's just a good site that I like to reference. I'm not saying it's the best site, but they are known. If you're in this TV game, you shopping around, you trying to buy something, you're definitely looking at reviews or what other people are saying before you decide to make a purchase with your hard-earned money. All right, so in my research with this, I decided to pull the trigger on this because I realized the C1 at Best Buy, that was like $1,500, and then the C2 was like $1,700. So it's like, okay, Best Buy had it $1,400 off on their site, and I figured, I was like, okay, well, this probably isn't gonna go any lower, so let me go ahead and just snatch it now. And that was really the move with it, the thought process behind it, and just general what I was thinking in the moment. So the Evo panel, so that means that certain instances, it's going to be a brighter display as opposed to the C1. I'm not saying 100% or totally. That's just what I'm getting with the Evo part of it. But unless you see them side by side, you probably won't notice a difference in a real world scenario. So that's that. I'm going to be using this. For me, it's going to be mixed uses. It's a 9 out of 10. I want to be using it for movies, TV shows, sports, the pay-per-views, gaming, HDR. I'm going to have it as a PC monitor. Everything that's listed here, I'm going to be using this TV for. So with me, it's more cons than I mean, it's more pros than cons. My apologies. the near infinite contrast ratio, so perfect blacks, fantastic reflection handling, image remains accurate at a wide angle. You know, the ABL and the uniformity issues at an angle, I'm going to be watching it straight on. And with the ABL, I've already known about that because I've researched OLEDs in the past. So that's not going to be, those are not going to be too much of a con for me because I sort of knew about those going in and I know how to like counteract them in a sense. So it's not really that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things, especially when you're watching mixed content, you know, so it is what it is on that. So yeah, so this is definitely a thing. I'm excited. You know, with me, just what I do on my platform is that I do videos that I'm interested in, that I think others may be interested in, that's interested in this tech space, equipment. You know, you've seen me do videos about gaming, you know, talking about games, first impressions, you know, showing my benchmarks, showing how my equipment runs the game in its current state. You see me do videos on Hisense UAG, you know, product reviews, live streams, face cam videos, live stream, things like that. So I'm just trying to diverse the channel up more, you know, so now I'm going to be bringing in a different crowd of people who are looking for these type of televisions or displays coming this holiday season. To me, it's just all about consistency and, you know, putting the content out accordingly. And going to be having more product reviews coming to the channel. I'm just excited for this LG C2. You know, it's definitely an upgrade. It's a boss move on my part. And I just don't talk about this life. I actually live this life. You know, that's one thing you can say on this channel. You see things, you hear information, you see the results. And that's just the reality of it here. Try to keep it as genuine as we can on this platform and try to hold myself accountable and others. So in that way, in this specific community, you know, we all just come together, you know, share our thoughts, our opinions, and at the end of the day, keep it moving because we all have our own minds at the end of the day. All right. Now, since we're on the topic of OLED, I'd almost pulled the trigger on this Samsung S95B OLED, the quantum dot OLED. So, almost got this. And I was like, man, do I want to pay over 2 stacks for a television that does not include Dolby Vision? Now, when it comes to the G-Sync and FreeSync thing, I mean, these televisions are going to have some sort of variable refresh rate, VRR. So really, when it comes to the other sets like the LG, for example, I mean, you can sort of view those as marketing terms if you can, but the LG OLEDs, at least the one that I'm getting, you know, it is, you know, G-Sync compatible, certified, AMD FreeSync Premium, things like that. You know, those are definitely included, but in the grand scheme of things, VRR is just something that can work through HDMI level. You know, you have an NVIDIA graphics card, you know, you got the G-Sync, the FreeSync, you know, all the manufacturers are incorporating some type of sync if they plan on having a television that supports gaming features. So don't pay too much attention to that. Still do your research. But yeah, I almost put the trigger on this one too. Okay, they dropped the price in Amazon, and I'm gonna get me another one as well. Now I don't know if it's gonna be before the year ends because I have this work situation going on, right? So at work, I may want to have a multi-monitor setup just for work, and at my desk setup, if I put a trigger on that 48-inch OLED monitor by LG, it's kind of not going to leave me a whole lot of space to work with when it comes to my work environment. For entertainment purposes, yeah, that'd be awesome. But for now, I like my setup on a desk as it is until I figure out my complete workflow from home. So, and just a small update on that. Career's going good. It's a community. I love it. Everybody want to see you win. People are here to support you at the company that I'm with. And I'm just excited to keep working with them, moving up the ranks and, getting this money at the end of the day and going about my business. So that's what it's about with me. Didn't want this video to be long, so I'm going to end it here. More content on the way. This is just an update, y'all. Pin sign out. Y'all take care. Peace out.